What if I told you that a vast underground city was discovered in the Grand Canyon, with artifacts linking back to ancient Egypt? A city complete with mummies, golden artifacts, and advanced tools. And this incredible archaeological find was immediately suppressed and hidden away by the Smithsonian. In 1909, a pair of curious newspaper articles detailing this discovery captured the imagination of the American public. But were they real? Or just an elaborate hoax to sell papers? Over the past century, scientists and explorers have searched for definitive proof of what has become known as the Grand Canyon Mystery Cave. Attempts to locate the site have been blocked at every turn. So, what exactly is the government trying to hide? Did ancient Egyptians actually travel to the Americas thousands of years ago? Who were the mysterious mound builders of the Ohio Valley? And why has evidence of advanced civilizations predating Native Americans been covered up? Welcome back to EnigmaNet. In this video, we will examine the facts, myths, and compelling evidence around this archaeological enigma. Separate fact from fiction, and see how the Grand Canyon might help rewrite the history books and upend everything we thought we knew about ancient America. First up, let's talk about the guy named G.E. Kincaid. Picture this. The year is 1909. Good old President Teddy Roosevelt is looking to make the Grand Canyon a national park. Well, an explorer named Kincaid sees this as his last shot at fortune and glory in the canyon. So he hops in a boat and heads down the Colorado River, determined to find something valuable before the area is locked up for good. About 40 miles upriver, the dude sees some weird discoloration way up on a cliffside, like 2,000 feet up. He's curious and tracks down some carved steps in the rock, leading up to a cave entrance. Now things get wild. Kincaid lights up his torch and starts seeing Egyptian hieroglyphics and symbols all over the walls of this cave. I'm talking really out of place. What is this doing in the Grand Canyon type stuff? Clearly, this wasn't some ordinary cave. Kincaid realized he'd stumbled onto something big. The adventure was just beginning. So Kincaid's mind must have been totally blown at this point. But he keeps his cool and starts mapping out and exploring the cave. And this thing went deep, with tons of passages, rooms, and chambers. He was in a full-on underground city down there. Like he found huge dining halls, storage rooms stacked with artifacts, even a place for metalwork. The craziest part was the giant crypt rooms stacked with mummies, though. We're talking rows and rows of Egyptian-style mummies, probably meant for important figures or warriors. Now old Kincaid figures this ain't no ordinary ancient temple. This is a thriving city that could have housed thousands of people for who knows how long. Of course, the mystery still remained. Who the heck built this place? And how long ago? You better believe Kincaid wanted some expert help to unravel those secrets. What he uncovered was about to shock the archaeology world. All right, next up, Kincaid gets the Smithsonian involved, and they send a huge research team out to the Grand Canyon to start investigating this underground city. They set up a base camp and start carefully cataloging and excavating the site. Right away, they're finding mind-blowing artifacts like copper weapons, granite pots, statues of Buddha, fancy jewelry, you name it. The researchers are just as puzzled as Kincaid about who constructed this elaborate cave system. They thought maybe ancient Egyptians, Tibetans, or some lost civilization from Asia. But everyone could agree on two things from the evidence. One, whoever built this place was incredibly advanced. Like building in bronze before the Bronze Age even started. These were not some Stone Age hunter-gatherers. And two, there's no way this civilization started in the Americas. The people who made the Grand Canyon city clearly came from overseas. But how did they get here thousands of years ago? So in other words, Kincaid's discovery basically flipped established history on its head, and that's when things get sketchy. All right, now this is where the cover-up controversy comes into play. So Kincaid and the Smithsonian researchers send all these artifacts and notes back east, thinking they've made the most amazing archaeological find in American history. They ask for more support to keep excavating the Grand Canyon city. But instead, the Smithsonian totally shuts them down. And Kincaid and his professor buddy leading the dig just vanish from the records, never to be heard from again. Suspicious, right? Flash forward to today. The Smithsonian flat out denies the existence of any Egyptian caves, mummies, or lost cities in the Grand Canyon. According to them, the original newspaper articles were 100% fake news. But if that's true, why are certain areas of the canyon still off limits? What's with all the creepy government surveillance and unmarked helicopters chasing off hikers who get too close to the reported cave site? Some say the Smithsonian is straight up covering up history and hiding the biggest archaeological secret in North America. What else could explain their refusal to support Kincaid's groundbreaking discovery? Now, the government's fishy behavior has definitely fueled some wild theories about the Grand Canyon city over the years. For starters, Native American tribes like the Hopi have passed down legends about their ancestors emerging from the canyon and interacting with these sophisticated underground cave dwellers. The legends often describe the cave people as having unique features like golden skin, pale complexions, or oversized eyes. Some accounts straight up call them reptilians. Are we talking ancient lizard people here? Probably not, but fun to imagine. Other theories go back to Egyptian times, suggesting pharaohs or wealthy Egyptians secretly traveled to America to mine gold and precious metals. Maybe they even discovered flight technology that allowed them to cross the seas faster. Of course, the UFO crowd has to get their take in too. To them, this underground city is evidence of ancient aliens imparting knowledge to early human civilizations. You know, the classic tale of a more advanced extraterrestrial species playing God to primitive humans. At the end of the day, no one can say for sure what the deal is with this hidden Grand Canyon treasure. But one thing's for certain, the truth is still out there. Now modern-day explorers haven't given up on getting to the bottom of this mystery. Groups have tried to locate Kincaid's cave using his old notes and maps of the area. But conveniently, the government won't grant access to the cliffside region where the city is supposedly hidden. They claim it's unsafe and off-limits to hikers. Of course, blacklist expeditions aren't deterred that easily. One group bushwhacked their way to a promising cave site, only to have a black Apache helicopter suddenly appear overhead. G-men keeping watch. Another researcher claims to have found a secret passage marked on early Spanish maps of the canyon. But park authorities threaten trespassing charges for anyone bold enough to venture inside. It's almost like they have something to hide, right? Every promising lead hits the same bureaucratic roadblocks. The same old safety excuses and property lines. But with infrared scans and drone tech improving, it's only a matter of time before the truth is revealed. The answers to this century-old mystery must be right under our noses, and there you have it. The mystifying legend of the lost Grand Canyon city. Definitely a head-scratcher with plenty of twists and turns. So what do you think? Real underground metropolis from an ancient lost civilization? Or just a campfire tale that got out of hand? I want to hear your theories. Got any other archaeological mysteries you want me to look into? Leave them in the comments below. Always on the hunt for a new mind-bending historical rabbit hole to dive down. And if you enjoyed playing Armchair Detective with me today, smash that like button. Seriously, it really helps the channel. Stay curious out there, and thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.